Planning your hospital bag can feel so overwhelming. I get it. So I created this video to share exactly what I packed, what the essentials were, what I didn't even end up using, and then what I really wish that I had packed. So hopefully this will help you pack your bag in advance and have an empowered birth. Ooh. Hi, my name is Emma and I am a new mum. This is Marvy and she is 3 months old already. I'm also a pre and postnatal yoga teacher and I just love everything around birth, pregnancy, motherhood, and I'm excited to share more and more videos with you. If that's your kind of thing and you like positive and empowering content, then please do subscribe to the channel. And I just want to say sorry that I've been gone so long. It's been a little crazy. We had family visiting to visit Marvy for the first time. We had Christmas, we had New Year, and then randomly we decided to move house. So here I am in a new place. So it's been a bit hectic, but I'm now back on it. And also apologies if you end up feeling a bit seasick watching these videos because Marvy wants me to sway, but I'll try to stay still. So what are we going to cover in this video? I'm going to talk about what the essentials were that I packed, what I packed that I didn't end up using, and finally what I really wish I had packed. So watch the whole video because those essentials that I didn't pack were in the end very important. So let's start. First of all, I would recommend creating a checklist on your phone because you can pack a lot of things in advance and it's good to have that bag ready just in case, but there will be things that you can't pack straight away, like, I don't know, your shampoo or your headphones or whatever it might be. So I'm gonna put in the description of the video like a full list of items. You can copy and paste that and create a checklist and then amend as you please. So first is an admin thing. Make sure that you've got any documents that you need. So for me in Dubai, we needed marriage certificates, passports and Emirates ID. So that's the admin out of the way. Next up is baby. So actually for baby, I just have one essential, and that is onesies, and lots of onesies. I ended up spending 5 days in the hospital. You can watch my birth story, I made a video on that. So you might end up in hospital for a while unexpectedly. Make sure you have enough onesies in case they're spitting up a lot, you have loads of blowouts, diapering disasters. You might need a bunch, right? So do pack lots of onesies, and I recommend long sleeve, long leg onesies with a zip that's diagonal so that it doesn't rub on the cord stump. And I love the onesies that have no hands and no feet, but they have like a little band around the wrist and the ankle which can fold over. So you have the option to kind of fold it over, and then they have mittens and socks if you want them. This is my only must for the baby. The hospital provides diapers, and depending on your climate and your own personal preferences, you might want to pack jumpers, hats, mittens, but I'll leave that up to you. For me, I literally just used onesies. Next up is birth. So I did end up packing lots of different snacks and things, but my essentials are hydrating electrolyte drinks. Coconut water, I was craving. Very happy I packed that. And also sports drinks, and not like super sweet ones like Lucozade, but get like proper sports drinks. Like my husband was training for a triathlon at the time, so I packed a bunch of those, and yeah, I was constantly craving, give me the orange water, give me the orange water. So hydrating drinks, because you may not feel like eating. I didn't have any appetite and I kept throwing up when I did eat. So the drinks for me were the essentials, and then pack snacks, you may or may not end up using them, and you can use them for after the birth. I also recommend packing a bottle that you can drink from while lying down. So what I mean, I've got like a squeezy bottle that like you can lie down and suck from, essentially. So one with like an inbuilt straw, or kind of a squeezy one that's not gonna pour water over your whole face when you're lying down. And finally, a hot water bottle. So I packed a hot water bottle actually for after the birth, because I heard you can get quite strong period-like cramps when your uterus is contracting back down. I didn't end up having that, but in the actual labor, I really loved having a hot water bottle. When I had back pain and sort of the later stages of my labor, it was a godsend. So next we have afterbirth. So first I've got a top and chino. This is a Montessori item. It's basically like a big, thick cotton oval. And I found it really helpful in the first weeks. You can use it just to hold your baby because they're so delicate and tiny, and you've never held a baby before, so it makes it a little bit easier. It's also easier to sort of transfer them to the crib first of all, and also to other people. So if you have guests visiting you at the hospital, that's a good way for them to hold the baby without too much contact as well, like for germs and stuff. Then we have pajamas. So I brought 3 sets, I think, which was good for my 5 days, but bring more than you think you need because you're going to be wearing them day and night, and yeah, you want to feel clean. So whatever you want to wear that's comfy and easy to nurse in. So button down pajamas, or I also had kimono style pajamas that tie on either side. On a similar note, nursing bras. Get a variety. Don't just get like one type and get 3 of them. I'd get like lots of different ones because you're going to end up figuring out what your preference is. And even I prefer to wear some during the night, during the day. I don't actually wear them at night anymore. But anyway, you want a nice variety. On nursing, nipple cream is something I brought, which I'm glad I did. Spoiler alert, lots of breastfeeding essentials I did not bring and wish I did, coming up later. Diapers for you. So sounds gross, but there are 2 camps. Some people want to wear the pads. Some people prefer the disposable underwear / diapers. For me, the diapers were super comfy and they never leaked, and the pads are a bit of a faff. So yeah, I really recommend getting the diapers for hospital and for home. Peri bottle. You most likely will be given medication to apply down there. I had like a betadine solution, and it's difficult to apply if you don't have a peri bottle. They're cheap, so buy one on Amazon. Then we have snacks. So you probably bought a bunch for labor, which then you can eat afterwards if you didn't end up eating them then. I loved granola bars postpartum. Just make sure you have something that you really like and it's nourishing for sort of in between meals and things. And finally, 2 essential items for sleep. One is a blackout eye mask. You're going to want to nap during the day when there are people coming in and out of the hospital room, lights are on, curtains are open. Have a blackout eye mask that's comfy. And secondly is a dimmable night light. So it's still to this day, it is an absolute must. I have the one that's kind of shaped like an egg, and you double tap to switch it on and off, and you hold it for it to brighten and dim. It's vital for me even to this day, and in the hospital especially. The hospital lights are super bright, and you don't want to wake up yourself or your baby in those nighttime feeds and diaper changes. Now a few things that I did not use. I didn't use a sound machine. Pack it if you've got a little one, but both me and Marvy were exhausted after the birth, so we slept regardless. But doesn't do any harm to bring it if you've got one. Nail file. So we have one of those like electric filey things, which is great, but I was too scared to use it in the first days. and the nurses wouldn't help because they've been told not to, because they've got like their skin and nail kind of grow over each other in some places when they're newborn. So I think the nurses have been told not to get involved in case baby bleeds or gets hurt. I actually nibbled on them myself to trim them down a little bit. That felt safer to me. Breast pads. So my milk didn't come in while I was at the hospital, and usually I would say on most cases you're not going to overlap your milk coming in and your hospital visit, but you might do, so bring a few just in case. A fan. Apparently lots of women like a fan during labour. I didn't, but so that's something that you might pack. And headphones. I thought I would want headphones in to like really tune into my hypnobirthing tracks, but in the moment I wanted my support team with me, like my doula and my husband, and if I had my headphones in, they were kind of being blocked out, or that's how I felt at the time, so I didn't end up using them. Now we're just coming on to the section of the things I wish I had packed. If you are enjoying this video, please give it a like. It helps so much, and I'm a teeny tiny new channel, so it gives me such a boost. So if you're liking it, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos on birth and newborn life. What I wish I had packed. Number one item is a breastfeeding pillow. I had bought one. I've got the My Breast Friend, which I love, and I didn't bring it. I think it was like an extra thing, quite bulky. 100% you should bring a breastfeeding pillow. I was like propping myself up with pillows in the hospital and it was not comfy, my neck and back, and the latch wasn't right, and so bring that. Bring Silverettes for healing. These are the little silver nipple covers. They help me a lot, and my lactation consultant recommended I wear them in the day and then use nipple cream at night and let my nipples breathe a bit more at night. So you shouldn't wear the Silverettes all the time. A weird one, underwear. I thought to myself, I don't need underwear because I'm going to wear the disposable diapers after giving birth, which is true, but during labour itself, labour's kind of messy and you're going to want fresh underwear. So bring a few sets of underwear just for the labour itself. Lactation cookies. I have a great recipe that I'm going to share on the channel. I'm going to try to do a cooking style video, but I wish I'd packed some with me because they're yummy and nutritious and nourishing and supposed to be good for your supply. So I wish I'd brought them with me. And finally, a weird one, shampoo and conditioner. This might seem obvious, but I watched a video, I think, where a lady said, oh, you don't have the energy for a shower, just bring dry shampoo, and you won't be in the hospital long anyway. One, you don't know how long you're going to be there, and two, I 100% had the energy. I mean, you don't have much energy, but I had the energy to shower, and I really wanted a full shower, and I really wanted clean hair and soft hair. My hair was a tangled mess full of like sweat and sick probably, and it was not in good shape, and that's one of my creature comforts. I just like my own shampoo and conditioner, and I should have brought it. Final important note is on colostrum. So if you're harvesting your colostrum in the lead up to birth, you might not know what this is. If you don't, go have a Google. But if you are, don't bring all of your frozen colostrum to the hospital. I've heard of a few cases where people bring it and it all defrosts because there isn't a freezer at the hospital or the freezer doesn't work. Don't take the risk. Have a friend in charge of your colostrum. In case you need it, they can bring it to the hospital. I ended up having a friend bring a few syringes to the hospital for her. She had jaundice, so we just wanted to give her a bit of a boost. But yeah, that's a big tip. And that is the end of the video. I hope this was helpful. I'm going to put, as I said, a full list in the description that you can copy and paste. and I am now back to filming videos, yay! So I've got 2 videos coming up. One is all the things that you need for a baby, and I'd say it's minimalist, but there's still a bunch of things on there. I hated it when people were saying, oh, you barely need anything for a baby. It's an exaggeration. You do need a lot of stuff, but you can keep it to a minimum. So I'm sharing that video soon, and also my main takeaways from the first 3 months. And there's a bunch of things there that I wanted to share, like advice and just key things about my experience. I'm a co-sleeper, I'm doing elimination communication, which I am obsessed with, I love it so much. And my breastfeeding journey was a bit tough, a few different things. So those videos are coming out soon, please subscribe and check those out. And I'm wishing you a healthy, happy pregnancy and an empowered birth. Goodbye from me, and goodbye from little Marvy. See you soon, bye.